Hey, what's going on, everybody? Gameshardamus here, bringing you a little team deathmatch on Havanna today. I recorded this footage a while ago, probably the first week Black Ops came out. I didn't record it to my computer. I just kind of stuck it in my file share at the time, probably because I wasn't recording or whatever. So I'm recording from the theater mode just to kind of check this out a little bit. I'm not going to do any edits from here. It's way easier for me just to do that in Adobe Premiere, which is what I use to edit. But the theater mode has a couple really cool things you can do with it. Namely, for me, if I was going to use it again, this free camera is really cool to use. I'm pretty bad at navigating with it, but if I got a little better, it's pretty handy for, showing you guys exactly what enemies and allies are doing with certain troop movements, what they should be doing, kind of looking at my movements from more of a God's eye view. I think that would be really good for looking at strategy a lot more. I'll definitely look into using that in the future. So I should probably point out what my loadout is. As I was saying before, this is a team deathmatch on Havanna. I'm rolling with the Galil Silenced and most likely lightweight, steady aim and ninja. As I was saying before, this was taken from the first week that Black Ops released. And it's about the time that I had discovered and fallen in love with this Galil. That was definitely my go-to gun at the time and still is. Especially when it has this sexy zebra skin on it. Oh yeah. and I would make like a zebra noise for you to really get that zebra skin effect, but I have no idea what a zebra sound is, so you guys can have fun trying to explain that. But if I'm not using this Galil, I usually float between the FAMAS, and as always, I usually try to have all my guns silenced. You do less damage and accuracy, but the trade-off of being able to shoot and not being able to be seen on the mini radar by your enemies, I think, is a huge advantage, and really allows you to get up in their base and get away with some things that you couldn't do if you didn't have a silencer equipped. So I should also point out before that I had switched for some guy's Galil with the red dot, and that's a good thing to do. Is throughout the match is switch your secondary out for a gun that you like. So as the map progresses, and you're doing well, you have another gun to fall back to. That's very key. Another thing I want to point out is the use of flash bangs or concussions. Like right here, there's always a big standoff, and oh yeah, 4 in a row. There's always a big standoff between kind of like that little back alleyway where the fountain is and this room here when the enemy's back there. And there's always a couple enemies just waiting in that room for people to come in. So one good place flash bang, and you can just run in and kind of go to work. But also keep in mind that if you do flash bang, a lot of people will just kind of start shooting, so you might want to flash bang and wait a second. So just keep that in mind. Going over flash bangs and concussions, I should probably also point out another kind of gaming philosophy, I guess, that was kind of brought up this afternoon. I was playing against this guy, and he was talking about his equipment and use and that kind of thing. And it really got me thinking that, a lot of people don't use their equipment to their fullest or don't use it at all. For example, the flash bangs before. When there's a standoff between a certain area or I know there's guys in a room, just by throwing a flash bang in there, I have a huge advantage on them. And there's no point for me to try to run into that room when I have a gadget that helps me do exactly what I'm trying to accomplish. So it's very important for you when you have your grenades or whatever to use them and not let them go to waste and just die when you could have thrown a random grenade and killed somebody. You might as well just use it randomly than let them go to waste. And the guy was saying before that I was playing with this afternoon, hey, I have claymores equipped all the time, but I'm not a camper, I'm not a sniper, so I always forget to use it and blah blah blah. And, my response to him was like, look, I always have claymores equipped. I might use it to back myself in a room for a minute, but a lot of times I'll take that claymore and just put it in a high traffic zone, just around some corner that I know a lot of people come, so that hopefully throughout the match I will just randomly get a kill that will also go towards my kill streaks. So, by using the equipment you have to your advantage, you can quickly start increasing your skill in game a lot more. Like, for example, here again, there's another concussion. I mean, I knew there was people in there with a Blackbird and that they probably weren't facing me, but, you know, why not throw an extra grenade? And I get a little impatient here, unfortunately, and try to run up in their spawn like a retard. But anyway, back to the equipment use. It's very important for you guys to just use your equipment at all times. Because if you just start, mastering how to use certain things and stringing those together, then, you'll stay alive a lot longer and can start going for higher kill streaks. For example, if I can get an extra kill with a claymore and an extra kill with a grenade and then maybe an extra kill or two with use of my concussions, well, there's maybe 4 extra kills that I didn't have before. So, just keep that in mind. And you'll have a pretty good advantage on the battlefield because a lot of people forget to use their equipment. Also, last but not least, if one of those damn RCXD cars is driving by you, please blow it up. I know they can sometimes be hard to shoot, especially if they're coming at you. But I find the best way to shoot at them is you have to just anticipate the path that they're driving at you and pick a point in that path and just start shooting at that point before the car passes through it, and you will usually kill the car and destroy it. I've been getting away with getting a lot of those lately by doing that, so keep that in mind. Anyway, this match is getting down to the end. I totally got impatient that last couple of minutes there and screwed it all up, but I was doing great before then. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please come to my channel, check it out and subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Take care.